James K. Fillon, a former federal prosecutor, predicted that the SEC versus Ripple case may be settled in the first quarter of 2023. The SEC's request to extend the deadline for all parties to submit reply papers was granted, according to Fillon, who has represented numerous clients and disputes against the SEC. Response briefs must be submitted by November 30, 2022, in accordance with an order dated November 4. The deadline for amicus brief submissions is November 11, 2022. Welcome to XRP Insider. We provide the latest news of XRP Ripple. To stay updated with exciting news, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To know more, please watch till the end. He is sticking to his prediction that District Judge Torres will rule on the expert motions and the summary judgment motions concurrently on or about March 31, 2023, despite the fact that Fillon's opinion indicated that the case will take longer to resolve. The potential exclusion of expert testimony is fully briefed. The motion ceiling, nevertheless, continues to raise questions. The transcripts of the experts' depositions and their expert reports continue to fill in the gaps in the lawsuit's updated amended schedule. He is certain that the summary judgment process and the eventual verdict will deal with those ceiling issues. The triumph of payment company Ripple in its legal battle with the SEC is viewed as a positive boost for altcoins. If Ripple wins, according to former U.S. congressional candidate Gottstein, it might impede the perfect rise of the entire cryptocurrency industry. Judge Torres will render a judgment based on an expert motion and summary judgment by March 31, 2023 in the ongoing Ripple v. SEC case. But what will happen to XRP in 2022 is the real mystery. How will this delay impact XRP's price? On March 28, XRP reached a high of 90.81 cents, but it was unable to maintain that position, dropping to 56 cents on May 8. On May 12, as the crypto market crashed due to the failure of Terra USD and Luna crypto coins, the price fell to 38.52 cents. In July, XRP continued to fluctuate, 3 times rising and then falling. At 40 cents on July 30th, Ripple once more than since June 10th. But it was unable to maintain that position, falling back to about 37 cents in the first week of August. The price of XRP saw a big rebound versus Bitcoin thanks to persistent optimism over a probable agreement between Ripple, a blockchain payments business with headquarters in San Francisco, and the Securities and Exchange Commission. It's still up from around 31 cents in early July. In order to avoid a lawsuit, Ripple and the SEC agreed that the court should decide whether the blockchain business improperly obtained money by selling XRP in December 2022 based on the evidence that is currently in the record. Since the Ripple's lawsuit was launched, the price of XRP has increased by around 75 and 60% against Bitcoin in dollars, driven by hope that Ripple's will prevail. Unfortunately, the lack of trading activity and declining inflows resulted in an 18% decline from the 56-cent local high. If the bulls were unable to maintain an asset's value above its moving average. The lack of updates from the Ripple versus SEC case and outside market forces have caused a shift in opinion toward this case. Optimism for a quick resolution propelled a rally and XRP to 55 cents before falling back down in hopes of court action in response to summary judgment. As was mentioned above, we will likely see a return to the downtrend the investment has been in for a year. As the court schedule remained the same at the beginning of the week, the number of motion files has decreased. Unless there is an ad hoc settlement, investors were also dissatisfied that the SEC and Ripple did not publish any suggested restrictions. November 30th is the next day in the calendar, when the parties must file all relevant paperwork in order to oppose summary judgment motions. A number of amicus curiae motions in support of Ripple have already been submitted, and more are expected before the deadline of November 11th. The SEC has come under increasing heat for its capricious handling of cryptocurrency concerns. Each of the several amicus curiae briefs demonstrates, in its own particular way, the irreparable harm that the SEC will do, if it gets its way, to every area of the U.S. crypto ecosystem. The legal conflict between Ripple Labs, the firm that developed XRP, and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has reportedly been ongoing since 2020, according to Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Both the SEC and Ripple Labs have submitted petitions requesting a decision. The proceedings in the critical lawsuit between the U.S. SEC and Ripple, which are getting more heated, are being attended by numerous corporate heavyweights. The summary judgment decisions may take longer than anticipated, according to those following the Ripple case. Lawyers for XRP investors, however, clarified the scenario. Experts in the field of cryptocurrencies forecast that XRP will eventually cost $1. Hogan asserts that the SEC won't be able to meet its burden of proof for at least one Howey test component. Given that Hogan continues to contend that the SEC needs to take two specific actions in order for the summary judgment request to be successful, Deaton and other XRP investors are playing a crucial role in the case. First, it must establish each claim with the strongest evidence possible and show that there is no real disagreement on a material fact. With their expert witness, Ripple disputes the SEC's findings regarding the discrepancy between XRP price movements and market dynamics, particularly since 2018. Hogan came to the conclusion that the SEC had failed to achieve its burden of proof for almost 2 years, despite the firm having 3,000 affidavits from its Deaton and XRP holders who didn't buy XRP because of Ripple. The XRP community expects that by November 18, 2022, a ruling on the SEC and Ripple summary judgment requests will be available. But they contend that given the current circumstances, it might take longer. The Ripple case's John Deaton attorney outlines a few important court dates and states that the answer summary is expected on November 15, 2022. It will be inscribed with the response. By November 21, censored public copies will be accessible. The regulatory conflict between the SEC and Ripple is getting closer, and investors appear to be getting ready for an uptick, which is why the XRP coin is gaining pace. Since this agreement, the uptrend line and full support are both located close to 44.13 cents, where the XRP-USD pair is currently trading almost on the daily chart. The 50-day moving average has also helped XRP hold above 45 cents after the SEC sued Ripple Labs and two of its top executives in 2020. The regulator is increasingly viewed as a barrier to establishing guidelines for alleged securities law infractions. The Gensler-led administration has come under fire for allegedly engaging in an expensive investigation by pursuing the matter despite its lack of power over digital assets. We need more time, not to listen or participate, but to level it blindly, according to Stuart Alderin, General Counsel of Ripple, who said that all the SEC versus Ripple filings demonstrate how dangerously misleading the SEC is in its response. Although the legal dispute has been drawn out, supporters of Ripple are still happy that the court has ruled in their favor, bringing honor to the ecosystem. A victory for the blockchain network would also cause XRP's price to rise dramatically. Early in 2017 and 2018, Ripple saw an unexpected upswing and swiftly passed Bitcoin to become the second highest capitalization cryptocurrency in the world. P's exchange rate and market capitalization experienced a protracted and agonizing drop after this expansion XR. This decline generally has a greater impact than the decline in the value of cryptocurrencies. However, the early 2021 cryptocurrency market spike gave XRP a chance to bounce back and restore its footing. Proof of work and proof of stake are two examples of traditional consensus techniques that build trust in nodes based on their processing capacity or equilibrium value. In rippling, the basis of trust is the reputation of node validators, which includes banks and other recognized businesses. American Express and Axis Bank. The XRP bull run is still going strong, according to Royal Bank of Canada cryptocurrency enthusiasts and analysts, especially since Ripple is poised to defeat the Securities and Exchange Commission. In 2022, the U.S. may stop considering the native cryptocurrency of the Ripple blockchain, XRP, to be a form of payment. If the SEC wins the legal battle, this could create a legal precedent